Hello and welcome back to Conarium. Did I say you'd hear from me again? Anyways, we're back here in the private rooms. We just went through MC Blake's room. We'll go to James Barlow, which is locked, so we are not going to James Barlow.
Locked.
Of course, Dr. Faustus is locked. Frank Gilman.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Oh, great. Well, we did get a handle, so that might go to... I don't know what that goes to. Let's look here. The shape depicts a handle of some sort. It looks like it may be for that machine in the biolab. Maybe. Okay. I'm just happy we got progress. Crew rooms.
It's locked.
What the hell? Okay. Hi?
If his coat is just right here, where is he now? Locked.
Hansen.
It's locked.
Only a few are unlocked. Nikolai Gogol, the portrait.
If his coat is just right here, where is
Anderson.
he now?
Is this where I came from? Yes. Oh, it's so confusing. Ah, so these are, like, the less important people. Aha! 6/7/1949. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During work hours sometimes, I hear his voice through the radio. It's not in the form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of the suspension I will probably be facing. Okay. A secret. Okay. Leather jacket, check. Ah! One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has an open third eye on its forehead, as well as inside its hard hand, which, I think, indicates some kind of state of knowing, because allusions to knowledge and elder things recur all the time in almost every bas-relief we have discovered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting these halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Okay, that's the same thing we saw on the machine. Baby picture. Seems to be it. Oh! A lot of children pictures. Hello. Johann DeWitt. We will take that. And why was it in here? Oh, this one's a bit... No, they're all the same. What am I thinking? I am inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into a state of dormancy, somehow, I can explore while I am dreaming the vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect an unnatural disposition, so vividly expressing the outer extent of this world I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this became evident after the Conarium sessions had started. Even though I am not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed, while in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line beyond the wall of sleep. L. Ferguson. Another picture. Only a couple more.
Locked. Locked.
Never mind. And the medication's still in here, too. Okay, so we've got a key to John DeWitt's. Is that to his room or to his locker? To his locker.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
I've noticed a very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the whole crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for 3 subjects, Dr. Barlow, Dr. Anderson, and Frank Gilman, whom I have been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the past 2 nights, the aforementioned subjects awoke, screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviations in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noted deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying such symptoms. I informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anybody away for a thorough medical examination, which is the only sane thing to do under the circumstances. Okay. So that's it. We've checked everything here. And we used the key, right? We don't have the key anymore. Yeah. Okay. So I think we need to go back down to... back down below. Elevator, infirmary, storage rooms. Need to head to the elevator. That handle should open something new. Hopefully it's not going to be like, I'm going to go down, do that, and have to come back up. That would suck. At least this is the first game that's really had a good default setting for mouse sensitivity. Okay. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. We're back down here again. I just keep my flashlight on just in case. Okay, let's see if it goes to this in the biolab. Yep. What? Ew. Oh! Oh dear.
I can't breathe.
Kitty, help us! What? Oh. Kitty, where'd you go? Uh-oh. That's not good. Definitely not good. Oh! No? That didn't happen? Great. What are these?
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base.
I don't think you want to keep these guys. Well, at least you're keeping them frozen.
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base. Who is this? It's impossible to determine with so much decomposition.
But we got a key. Oh, and a note. We have finally finished excavating the monolith that was silently waiting for a soul to see it again, situated within the circular building we reached with the link elevator. That magnificent piece of carving was buried halfway down under a mound of debris, and most probably could have been written in the earliest pages of history. I cannot describe exactly my feelings for the first time, when I stood aghast, contemplating that gigantic stonework inside of those time-worn halls of silence. Only God knows how many ages have passed since its initial carving. Just thinking about its age sends shivers down my spine. Which civilization could have constructed such grandeur, now waving a forlorn goodbye without giving away the secrets of its masters? Furthermore, even though most of them are damaged beyond repair, we spotted some symbols resembling the rock art of the Sahara Desert in southwest Algeria. We don't have any strong evidence to suggest anything, but Cornell Blake clings mostly to the continental drift theory. In any case, we don't have enough data on its age, but it's evident that history needs to be rewritten yet again. In the Sahara Desert, so is that connecting to that other story again? So is this locked too still? Let's do that. Okay.
I believe no more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone. I think you should retire to your room. I'm going to think a bit more.
Antarctica, the southernmost continent inside of the South Pole, is a virtually uninhabited, ice-covered landmass. Most cruises to the continent visit the Antarctic Peninsula, which stretches towards South America. It is known for the Lemaire Channel and Paradise Harbor, striking, iceberg-flanked passageways, and Port Lockroy, a former British research station turned museum. The peninsula's isolated terrain also shelters rich wildlife, including many penguins. Argartha. Nova, description, I'm gonna guess. Oh. Ah. Oh, good. I couldn't really see. God, this place is run down. Oh, good lord. Floor's gonna break beneath me.
It's locked. 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 It's locked. Locked.
All of them are locked. Except for this one. Oh dear. Okay. Older city ruins, Cyclopean City, Mountains of Madness. Yeah, so this would be the map for it. Cyclopean City, which has been abandoned. Daverche, the legendary drink of the oldest myths. I heard about that elusive mixture decades ago when I was writing my thesis on Salvia divornium, also known as the Sage of the Diviners, an ethnogenial plant used mostly in religious or shamanic ceremonies. For centuries, no one could gather any information about it other than its legendary, mystical psychoactive properties. In some sources, it was the drink of the gods, while in others, a key for opening gates to places that lie beyond the conventional human senses. The sole bridge to be passed in order to leave the bodily restrictions of the flesh. Most scholars would kill even for a hint about one of its lost ingredients. There's something I was on the lookout for throughout my career. A new formula is forming in my mind. I feel there is a chance for me to produce, if not the original, then a variant of the legendary mixture. Davarshi, with the new clues I have uncovered during my work here. Okay. Antarctica, scientific, historical timeline of the unoccupied continent. Brown University Press, 1892. Bonk. Somewhat humanoid in form, these sculptures mainly reminded us of the terracotta army sculptures carved as a funerary art buried with the first emperor of China to protect him in the afterlife. But judging by the writings on some of the bas-reliefs, now I believe that these wooden puppets or golems are used to carry out some tasks for their masters. Just like the Egyptian Ushabitu funerary figures, which are the servants of their owner in the hereafter. We saw the golems in several sizes, and it was terrifying to see the huge ones sitting in silence on the carved and polished rock stools, as if waiting for a command. Interesting. Pronunciation of the Zeises. Aha! Okay, we found the link elevator handle. Very reflective desk. So I guess let's go. No, you're not gonna do anything else, Plant? Good. There we go, yeah, I thought I remembered it being this way.
Right. I don't know if you can hear me, but I am trying. Searching is the only way.
Hey! Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, that line could have been a bit better.
Who was he?
Let's go up. So this should lead to the tower? I just kind of chose this first because it's up. Metallic object.
This is amazing. Most of the ground-level structures have been crumbled and rounded from untold eons of savage storms, and thus weathered into shapeless ruins. However, both the ground level and the cavern systems below are clearly displayed in these bas-reliefs. The most striking features depicted in this grand panorama, I believe, are the tall, occasional towering spires, which somehow resemble a lighthouse. They all seem like focusing a light beam towards a colossal structure in the center. Could there be some sort of religious meaning behind this? Or simply something that has a more practical use? I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the strong light that can be seen from ground level.
Yes, it is, but it doesn't look like I can do anything with this. A heavy metallic object, judging by its shape. It could be a key, a handle, or a lever of some sort. My first thought would have been it went to this, but... there's nothing here that suggests that. Okay, well, I got something, so let's go down. Is this just gonna lay me down to the base and then I'll have to go down again? Probably. Yep. Okay, down again. Because there wasn't anything else up there that I know of that I needed yet, so... Ah, loading screen. So I assume it's going to be something down here. Hey, it's actually something we've seen. So most of these seem to be things we can find in it, so that's good. It's not like extra info they put on the loading screen, but you load so fast that you can't see it. Oh my. Okay. Definitely not in as good condition. Ah, hello. That's useful. There is some strange vegetation filling most of the hallways, as amazing as it is deadly. There's a hidden world right beneath the Upa base, and, even though I was prepared to find such a place, it was way different than imagining alone. We tried to cut our way through, but the plant reacted with a highly poisonous gas seemingly coming from its glowing buds. I issued a warning to stop anyone going near any of these plants they came across in any of those caverns. I'd also noticed a strange phenomenon after I spent some time examining a sample from the plant. It occurred to me that individual vines grow and shrink in length on demand. It also seems as though it can move, even though there are no air currents, and this movement seems too regular to be caused by natural factors. This may sound strange, but I have the notion that it's conscious, at least at some level. Lovely. So the same thing we saw before.
Hey, anyone here? Dr. James? Dr. Morgan? Anybody? Where are they, for God's sake?
caved in.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
So... Aha! Yeah, I was gonna say, I assume we have to rotate this. No, okay, so we need to continue rotating it. Flashlight doesn't do much down here. Okay, apparently the plants do not like that. Ah, great, down we go. Really down. Final floor. Well, for something that's been abandoned for so long, it's in pretty good condition. The hell? Ew. Yeah, it doesn't look like there'd be anything different, but I just want to check. Water's coming in. Surprised this place hasn't flooded. There is that way too, so... Okay, let's go up.
What was that I've just seen?
I don't know, what did you see? I didn't even see it. Oh, lovely. Well, I guess I'll go down again. Okay. 5 pieces of stone with different glyphs on them. Okay. Yeah. Definitely Geigerish. Or I feel it is. Big chamber. Unfortunately, I can't take a second.
If I am not mistaken, this relief depicts that the overgrown floor we came across at the various points in the cavern can be cleared away with an iridescent device, a tool or a talisman. Curiously, we still haven't been able to find the roots of those plants. They seem to seep out of these caverns by passing through crevices which look as if intentionally made for them. What other secrets might these silent halls conceal from us?
Interesting. Well, I kind of already knew about the plants since we had to do that to get past.
As we planned, my team will continue exploration through this gateway. Other expedition parties can commence when ready.
Huh, but it caved in. So something happened. I'm not even sure where I'm really going at this point. Another device. Isn't that one of the expedition members? So what did we get? A curious metallic object I found in one of the stone coffins. Maybe not? It looks like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Because they've got the same device. Strange. I'm gonna guess there's nothing else in these things. Now this gives the definition of Tomb Raider. We're definitely pilfering tombs. Or at least graves. Oh, this probably goes to...
The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
I've seen a vision near the rock tablet in a place that looks somewhat like an ancient burial ground. There's a diagram consisting of several glyphs carved on the rock's polished surface, and one glyph in particular was mentioned by the silhouette that appeared in the vision. I've copied down the diagram and marked the glyph. So yeah, we have the 5 things. So yeah, we definitely have the 5 things we need. So I assume we're gonna find something else to go with that. And yeah, this place has kind of flooded. This place won't last much longer with all the flooding. Yeesh. Huh? What the? Oh! That caught me off guard. I was like, what the hell? I don't know if I want to do this. Don't even know what it did. What did it do? Oh. Okay, I need the... How do I get the... Is it... Ah, good, good. It's J. Thank you, game, for using stuff that's actually... Okay, so it's... Sun shining down, and then that, which looks like dunes. So I'm gonna do... Sun shining down. Dunes. Okay, good. They stick around. I wasn't sure if they'd stick. Then we've got 2 dashes on both sides. What looks like 2 squigglies. So 2 dashes. This. And then that. And then that. Okay, maybe now. Yeah. That seemed to do something. What did it do, though? Yeah, the game isn't allowing me to go back, so I've obviously done it.
It's stuck.
Wait. So we did something. What did that do, though? Ah! The biggest vault door known to man. Holy crap. What? They already came through here? Good lord. Oh. Oh.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me. For a moment, I thought I saw a light on my brow.
No, it doesn't look like there's a reason for that gap. Oh, hello. Down, down, down. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Yes, I can hear you.
Finally. It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Use one of the submarines and follow the light.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you?
Okay.
The connection is lost. He said I have to keep going. Why? Where are they?
Oh! It is possible to assume that, due to volcanic activities in the Earth's crust, the climate here is humid and temperate, but we don't know exactly whether this is the case. That theory somehow explains the nature of those small scattered fragments of obsidian along with that cryptic stone wall that welcomes you when entering via the round gate. As men of science, we cannot fully grasp most of the phenomena happening around us. No apparent sign has been left behind, indicating the true motives of the carvers of these inconceivably old caverns. All I'm sure of is that the place holds something strange. Grasping the soil firmly in both hands gives me a rudimentary sensation I cannot translate into words. Something I'm sure no other mortal man has hitherto perceived. Another one. Were those maze-like tunnels flooded at some point in time, or were they carved underwater? This was the main topic of debate at last night's meeting, and what Dr. Faust hinted at on various occasions, cited from a dark leather-bound book, was too frightening, at least for the ones who could understand the underlying links. The megalithic statues, ornate standing stones, and the flat areas of polished rock we could see at some points made us think that this place could be a religious temple complex of some sort. We cannot imagine what it looked like in its former days, for it now lies in ruins, barren without any sign of underwater fauna or flora. More of these. We finished tweaking the submarines one last time, and again they are ready enough for the next uncertain voyage ahead. This time we will also mark the way with light sources to make it easier for the later expeditions. In a short while, all members of the primary underwater exploration party led by Dr. James Barlow will head for the next destination, which appears to be towards the mythical entrance of the legendary Netherworld. But again, I wonder whether we are looking for something that is not to be found. After all, I've experienced, read and studied here, after all these sleepless nights spent discussing the laws of nature and how to bend them, what lies beyond and how to reach a certain state to see more with the eyes. Even I cannot help but think this journey may easily lead straight to hell, but we have to go through it all in search of answers. Dr. Morgan C. Blake. Okay, well, we've gotten good progress, gone through most of the caverns. I guess we're heading straight to the submarines, so I will leave that for the next part. You will hear from me in the next part.